just want to make sure everyone is back now, so that's good. I can start working on it. So really, when we talk about on-page SEO, is the on-page examination that you do, but really it is a technical SEO as well. So that is why when you go to the top of the slide, the first page, I'll go to the first page of is on-page and technical SEO, right? And that's the same thing that what I was mentioning. So on whatever is you in your handle, whatever you can do on your page to make it better. Yep. Robot.txt. So in technical terms, what are those SEOs can do more in technical terms? So we have looked at tags and adding keywords and all that. Now going further into detail, which you probably will not have too much deep insight because it's buried. This kind of stuff might be buried on the server where your website is hosted, right? So these are some files. One of that is called robots file. What is robots file? Robots file actually helps Google, and when I'll say Google, I'm talking in general all of the other search engines as well. So keep that. But when I talk about Google, it means that Google crawler will come into your website and examine the structure of your website, whether it has all the meta tags, whether it has all those. So one thing, remember, which I mentioned was the site design. That site design or that site, so that Google does not have to look all over the place and find out duplicates and all that. As long as your site design is being mentioned in this file called robots.txt file, it will be able to quickly identify that I know this is where the pointers are. So this where you will place all that is, or the site design and all the number of pages in, it will go in robot.txt file. I haven't really looked at the structure of the robot.txt file, but what web pages you want to be crawled and what pages you don't think that Google should not crawl. URL strict not to be crawled. So there will be this kind of a. So if you want to look at, again, Google is your friend. You can search at example of robot.txt, what it looks like. And again, it could be a very deep knowledge that you have to develop what it does and what it does not does. But this is the example of how it looks like. And again, you don't have to understand that, but you now know you are now letting Google know that under this folder there is a file called about. Under this folder there is a file called static. Go and crawl into this. Examine these web pages. But you don't need to examine these web pages. So this allows means don't examine these pages. So you all mentioned this in the user.txt file, and there will be a lot more of examples in here that you can look at. But in general, what does this file do? It does help you search the bots or the crawlers that crawl in these pages and don't crawl in these pages. So Google is not allowed to crawl on all of the pages. If you want to disallow, yes, you can put that. What is canonical tag? Let's look at that. An HTML search engine used to handle the duplicate content called canonical tag. So I have that picture available as well. No canonical tags. You have in your website, you have 3 web pages that are duplicates. Googlebot does not like it because it doesn't see a canonical tag. But what you can do is say that create a reference. Basically, you use this tag and say that this is, I am the same code, but actually my code reside under article number 1. Same thing. If Google comes in here and says that, okay, there's a canonical tag, I already examined this page, I don't have to struggle and go through all this page again and go through the meta tags here. I don't have to go through the meta descriptions here. It's all pointing to this page. So you can see the difference, that how the non-canonical tags differ from the canonical tags. So this you can tick mark that this could be one of the questions that might be asking you based on the knowledge, that what are canonical tags, what they help. I might ask you in the exam. What is the purpose of robot.txt file? Robot.txt file contains the design, the whole design of your website, and there you can allow and disallow the bot or the crawler to regard or disregard a particular page. Verbiage might be different. Idea has to be the same. Best practices. Last part, I think we are coming to the last part of this. HTTP versus HTTPS website protocol. Protocols. The URL protocols indicates how a browser should retrieve the information about the web page. 90 to 99% of the websites are now following the protocol. It's highly unlikely that the web page that your developer will publish will be a non-protocol website. Reason why, that if the website is not protocol based and not secure, and I'm relating protocol to the word security right now, because secure websites are do have the encryption to it, meaning that it's an end-to-end secure. For example, if you are doing an online transaction and you're putting your credit card information on a website, if it is not a secure website, your credit card information, your credit card numbers, your expiry, and your CVV code or whatever is traveling on the internet without security attached to it. And what will happen? If hacker gets tracker of your information, then your information is leaked and any other transaction can be performed, right? So that is why websites have to be secured with the protocol. Who provide that? There are certain vendors that are available that secure your websites. Okay, what are those? One of them is, most popular one is GoDaddy, which provide you a certificate of security, meaning that when you are ready to publish your website, you attach that certificate that you purchased from GoDaddy. That certificate will get attached to your website. And when the user will come and search your website, the information that is traveling between to and from your website is going in a secure way, because you purchased that security protocol that is applied to your website. So let's say if I am done, I've created my business website, but that is not secure. Users are coming in, looking in my website, they think that's good, all good, but it's not a secure website. Now you're saying I'm ready to implement the website credit card purchases or PayPal purchases on my website. And do you want it to be unsecured transaction or it will be a secure transaction? Definitely secured one.
Yeah.
And where do you, so before you publish the website, you buy the secure encryption key from the vendor called GoDaddy, or there are some other, but GoDaddy is the most popular one. There are some cheaper ones as well. You will buy that security certificate and attach it to your website. Now, whenever the traffic goes in and out of your website, it will have a header, just like a truck has an engine. It will have a header of security travel along with it. That data packet that is traveling on the internet will have the security attached to it. And same way, when it is being received at the client end, it will be decrypted and exploded out, and then you can see that. So everything that you are seeing on the internet, transaction wise, or even right now, it is a secured connection between you and me as well. So everything is getting so much quickly translated because it's on the digital network, but it is getting encrypted and decrypted each time. So the URL has to be encrypted and decrypted at all times to ensure the secure. If your website is not secure, there are some websites that are not secure, even in this day and age. Google Chrome browser warns you that this website is not secure. Do you want to proceed? It's up to your discretion. Do you want to proceed or not proceed? Usually, I ignore and I don't proceed to those websites because you never know. If it's an internal website, Chrome will still prompt. It says if it's an internal company's website, Chrome will still prompt you, but you will say, yes, proceed. I know I am just dealing with this website internally to my internal network, so I am safe already. It's not taking me to an outside world anyways. So do that. So that is why make sure the website that you're visiting and make sure that website that you are developing for your company has a valid SSL certificate purchased and attached to your website. A way to send user in search engine to a different URLs from one originally requested. So let's say if I'm working on Indeed, yesterday's example, there are redirects. Indeed says that yes, you can apply on me, or you can go to this website of AHS to apply for a job. Yes, you can. But that redirection is going to an authentic website or some malicious website, because hackers can redirect you to their website. Usually hackers' websites are not secure websites. They don't even purchase the security certificates. So you have to be mindful of that if you get the link, that is why that they say don't click on any link that you don't recognize in your email. Cybersecurity topic. If you are moving out and redirect, that's fine. If your website is moving or your company is acquired by some other company, or a millionaire company is acquired by a billionaire company, so you can redirect the traffic from that. How you will do that, I don't know, but 301 code means moved permanently. 302 means moved temporarily due to the hazard or anything. This, I think, gives you a Google Speed insight. So this could be one of the tools that you can work on today after the class. Google Speed Insight test for the website. So check your website. If your company's website, whichever employer you work on, check if the page speed test rating for that website is good or bad. If your website is running slow, or what are those? Last, we have talked about it in the first lecture as well. Mobile optimization for that as well. If your website is not only desktop friendly, but if it is mobile friendly. So as you are seeing now, there are not just one factor, there are multiple factors. Responsive design, whenever responsive design word comes, it relates to responsiveness on the mobile devices. All right, we are done. We are done with this chapter. I have gone through most of the slides myself. You can read over those slides as well.
Kashan, sorry to interrupt you. Can you explain the canonical tags again?
Yes, for sure. If you look at this picture, it's right now in front, open for me. It's a very similar thing that I explained to you if you have a duplicate web pages. If you have duplicate web pages in different sections, let's say this is management, this is sales, and this is service. All websites, sales has this, management has this website pointing to. Then you went on, you as a developer copied and pasted for the sales department. You said, I don't want to do a hard work of redirections. Just copy the code of that HTML file and paste it in this file and create another article 1.html. Is it a good practice or a bad practice? You are essentially doing the same thing, but you just need a redirection. So just create a redirection. This web page is already created. So these guys will say, I'm not going to replicate it. I'm just going to point it here. So read all those. Good. Read all those slides we stopped on afterwards and we covered today. Develop the knowledge on that. If you want, as I've heard, everybody wants quiz to be tomorrow. So look at all those 3 videos and video number 1 in particular, which I shared yesterday. Do that. And in the section number 3, your landing page is your home page, always, right? When you come to anybody's website. On that website, when you look at, you have some menus on top, products, cards, account. Let's open up Amazon as well. We have landing page of Amazon, home page. Very, very similar idea. I'm just going to do comparison when I'm doing. These are the site maps. These are different links to different products that they are selling, isn't it? Right? These are different. And then this bar is also essentially doing the same thing. Very engaging, very asking you to spend your money. And these are different site pages. So if I go here under Fire tablets and Fire TV, I have, this is my site design. So my main menu, sitemap is saying under this site, this whole site, I have a section called Fire tablet and Fire TV. So I'll go here. This is the sitemap. So this is one. I'm not ending up any particular site page yet until I hit this Fire 7, for example. So this is the page that I'm hitting now, isn't it? If I look at this, the product, the category, the featured product, or the Fire 7 that I clicked on is on my sitemap. So these are the sitemaps where my last terminating point to that page is my sitemap. All these are coming under different hierarchy. What is the hierarchy with which I reached the Fire 7 page? I went in here under the first menu, and under the menu I have a Fire and Tablet and Fire and TV menu. Then I further drill down under the hierarchy and I hit Fire 7. The termination point was which one? Fire 7. When I clicked it, it took me to essentially to the product and product page. So you go under the product, you might hit the product right away, or you might have to juggle through some menu and you end up with the featured product as well. This is my sitemap. One sitemap example is this. The other sitemap example is this. If I want to just look at what my purchases are in the past, I will go in this site under my cards or under my menu, under my account information. Let's look at this account information. You're looking at account information. So I'm not browsing the product at this moment. The sitemap is overseeing the whole site. Not just products, not just card, not just account, but some other pages as well. Here it is. The products sitemap. If I'm interested in my purchases, my accounts, then this portion of the sitemap is activated. Rest of the portion will be sleepless or will be sleeping or in hibernation because I'm not working on those. I'm not working on those. But if I'm working on the account side, yes, I'm working here. So sitemap lays down the complete structure. Yesterday, I showed you, similar to this example, I have an ABM college folder. Under ABM college folder, I have my contract folder. You saw that. I'll open up that actually. I have my contract folder, which you don't need to worry about. It's my personal information, everybody's personal information, what I've done. It has my training data, right? So it has my information. Now, if I'm starting to teach search engine optimization, this is my first course. So what essentially I can do it, I can further put it in a better hierarchy and say, create a folder for courses. And under these courses, I can move my course number 1, search engine optimization, and I can move Amazon Web Services, AWS, which I'm going to teach at some point. I'm putting it in here under the courses. Lot better, right? Looks nicer that it's not mingled with my information. Same thing. That's what Amazon has done. It has kept the products and services folder separate. It has created a separate folder or separate infrastructure when you sign in and showed you what projects you have purchased and your cart and your orders and your returns and whatnot information. So this is what they have designed. Is that good enough for you to understand site design now? Organization. It's an organization of your folder structure or your hierarchies.
Perfect. So, makes sense. Thank you.
One more example, because I talk too much. When you talk about countries, if I talk about counties, you start with a country, then you go to the province. Think of it as a hierarchy. Country, province, city, county. Right? So this is how you will understand the hierarchy. So same way, how nice it would be for Google when it comes to crawl your website and find that it is in particular hierarchy. Instead of me just saying Red Deer County, what do you mean? Right? So this is how you do the site design. It's a hierarchy. Very precise answers to my questions when I asked you, because I just give you by example and hierarchy. One word, you understand everything. That is why I'm
Thank
very
you,
precise with
Kishan.
my
I have one more
thank
question.
you. Yeah.
Thank you for the explanation. I have one more question. Okay, so
Yeah.
my question is, listening to you since Monday, and it seems to me like for your website to be very optimized, you need to have some bits of programming like HTML, CSS, the basic ones. So for digital marketers that we don't really, maybe we are not able to use that to make our website, what are the other ways that can really optimize and will be in the same category as the programmer?
Yeah. So see, it's a job of two people that you are asking here. One is an optimizer, which you will be after this course, but developer, website design developer, you can, it's there, unfortunately there's no shortcut for it. It requires website development, and I don't want you to be in the shoes of a developer, but so it's digital marketer work really closely with the website development team. Main part of you guys is to observe what other competitors and whether other companies are doing, so that you can bring it in your company to improve your company's productivity. And so you might have 5 or 6 digital marketers who work in different companies that you find and you have a chit chat with and you have a good conversation with. What you did at your company to improve the traffic, you might say this and that. You bring that and you talk to the developer and do that and say, hey, I heard that this could be beneficial for us. Do your own research before making recommendations. You know that it has improved. But as a beginner level developer who just knows to develop a little bit of website and do small templates here and there, changes here and there, you are good. But if you dive deep into the program, into changing the website, you might not be able to do that because you don't have the background to do that. So that's why I always think this is a different part of IT. You all come under IT department, but this is a digital media side of it, or business marketing side of it.
Okay, so if I understand you very well, what you're trying to say is the SEO, the main SEO job is for the programmer, not for the digital marketer. Is that what you're
Yes.
saying? Okay.
Yeah, you are not the programmer. You are a digital marketer. So far in this digital marketing course, how many programming language you have learned? None. I think no.
So what it means is as a digital marketer, what you're just meant to do in the SEO is to bring out the job of the programmer and SEO, bring it out to help the company in growth. So you're not like the main
Yeah.
CEO person. Okay.
Yes.
So for you to be like a CEO proper, you have to have some bits of programming.
Good. Very good example of this. I'm good programmer, right? You might see through my videos, through my YouTube channel, that I have explained some programming concepts in my videos. I'm a good programmer, but I'm not a good SEO. I'm not a good digital marketer of my website, and I don't want to be because I'm a programmer. But I need your recommendations to help me improve my YouTube channel. Either I will do my own research and get used to it in a month's time and say that, okay, these are the things I will do, or maybe I will hire you to help me with that because you have that knowledge and capability, right? So that is where the job has to be differentiated. Website developer will be lagging in the expertise that you have, but you will be lagging in the expertise which software developer or website design developer has. You will bring to that table that no, we need to put meta description in the web pages, because if we don't do that, we don't put those keywords, we will not be able to bring the traffic to our website. Your job is to, as a digital marketer, title is that you will bring the business to the company.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question outside this. It's just personal to you. So you said you're a programmer, right? Okay, so
Yeah.
if you have a video, so if you have a video that is how do I say this? A video that you cannot download, that is already, is it encrypted or something? As a programmer, what do you do to be able to download that video? And you really need the video, but it has been blocked. Like you can only watch, but you cannot download it.
If it's a YouTube video or if it's a proprietary company's video that is internally posted by the website internally.
No, it's not a YouTube video. It's maybe a company's video.
No, so then I'm a programmer. I'm not a hacker. I'm just saying that. But you can, but those videos are being embedded by the programmers in the company's internal website. So I cannot download those videos, or you cannot download those videos.
Is it that you cannot or you don't want to?
No, is that I don't understand the infrastructure, how it is being made or how it is being embedded. You cannot download that, but you can. There are softwares with which you can record that and create a copy of that video, but it will not be as crisp as the actual video is.
Okay, so the issue is that I don't want it to be as script. Okay, I paid for the video, but I'm not always online to go, so I have to always be online to watch the video, and I don't want to be online all the time. I want to be able to watch it maybe just on my phone without having data. But is it like you pay for something, but I wanted to download it so that I can be able to watch it at my own convenience, not necessarily having data. Yeah, so but it's not downloading. So that's the issue with that. The thing. So that's why I'm asking that. Is there a way I can be able to have it at my own convenience so I don't have to keep going, I have to log in, I have to keep doing that all the time. So it's kind of stressful for me. And as a course I want to quickly learn, like on the go, I'm on the road, I want to listen to it, something like that. So that's why I'm asking,
Yeah. No, I understand that. I feel that same way. If there is, because some videos are behind the network, behind your company's network, so there is a certain barrier that you have to cross. You have to be authenticated to watch those videos. If you are standing outside your barrier without entering those credentials, you will not be able to watch that video. And if it is bounded by the company that you cannot download that video, you will not be able to download that video anyways to your phone. There's no offline version to it.
What's the difference between a programmer and an hacker?
Sorry?
What's the difference between a programmer and an hacker?
I'm not able to understand this part. What are you saying?
A hacker hacks into people's personal things and they steal their information. A programmer creates their own things.
Yes. So thank you. So not a programmer can become a programmer overnight. They spend time on it. They spend 1.5 years, 2 years to just become a programmer, develop and acquire knowledge. Programmer is not a hacker. That's another thing. It's a cybersecurity area that you are touching now. So cybersecurity guy can hack into the system and download that, but that requires a lot of reconnaissance. That requires a lot of information to hack into the system. That's why hackers do send out malicious email. Just if one person can click into the link that they have sent, they might have a little bit of rebel code that they have drilled in. So it takes sometimes months to trigger somebody's mistake to get into, hack into, and download particular file or ruin somebody's system. It just not, or sometimes it might be a team of hackers that hack on or launch an attack and then be a successful hacker. So saying that my son always thinks that if I'm a programmer, I can do this. I said to him, I don't have time for this, and I'm not going to do this just because you have passion about what people are doing as a hacker, right? So that's the same thing applies. Like, I mean, it depends upon the interest of the people. That if I'm a mechanic, if I just want to replace the brakes and be done with it, I'm okay with that. I'm not going into the engine and